Are we on?
Not yet. We're loading. Oh, that's fun. It's still loading. It'll turn red when we're live.
How come it flips things?
Because on here, now we're live.
Now we're
Hi,
live?
everyone.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's the right one.
We're going to get this in 10 years. Welcome home.
Yeah, welcome. Let us know that you're here. Tell us hello and fill in your comments, whatever you want to say, and whatever you want the internet to read, let us know.
Yeah. Today is a Wednesday, 601 Wednesday. We're at First Christian Church of Decatur, and we are live on Wednesday, April 15th, tax day. No, not tax day till July or June. But anyway, it's a good day. It's a good day. Yeah. Welcome. We're glad you're here. We miss you. Sending out love and greetings from the church to everybody.
Yeah. We're recovering and so excited and joyful from an amazing Holy Week, and we want to thank you for being a part of that, for all of our services and supporting us and praying for us as we are for you. We have felt that, and we love you all so much.
Mm-hmm. It was quite a unique experience to share with our church and the world the joy of Maundy, Thursday, and the pain of Good Friday, the silence of Easter Saturday, and then the joy of Easter Sunday morning, and to go through that with you. Each of us in our own place, being sheltered in space and place, but also knowing that we are connected by the Holy, and that God's resurrection, that God's power of love and grace is offered to one and all, and we are thankful. Good to be doing that with you, and at the same time, it was very tough. It was a very hard week. I thought it was not what we wanted, and yet it was where we were and where we are, and so we make it through together, one and all.
Yeah, I would say even though we were physically apart, we felt that support from everyone, whether it was through calls or comments or emails. We really felt that and appreciate it so much. And let us know if there's any trouble hearing us or anything, because the camera, I think the connection is a little shaky. It's flashing a little bit, so let us know if you have any problems with that so I can fix it.
We'll whack the side of the computer and that will fix it.
Let's not.
Or we're going to adjust the antenna on top.
That's how that works.
That's how that works every time. I've got some tin foil that will attach to the top of the thing, and that works every time. Yeah. During the Good Friday service, we filmed it on the lawn in front of the cross. And right afterward, I got a text message from a Jewish friend of mine in our community who wrote and said how much it meant to her to see us practicing our faith and reminding people of the love of Jesus, who taught the world to be a better place and hopes that we all might be better together. And it was such a beautiful text from a person who is not Christian, but affirming our Christian faith and seeing what we were doing and seeking to communicate God's love and God's transformative power with the world. And that was a very special moment for me during Holy Week. Yeah.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
All around.
Yeah. And then one more Holy Week observation was what Anna did with the children in our church. And just tell folks what you did so everybody knows. And
so we were brainstorming about Easter and how we were bummed that we weren't going to have the Easter egg hunt on Sunday. And James had the idea to do Easter boxes with eggs in it and candy and crafts, whatever we could think of. And then we decided to turn it into Easter baskets. And so on Saturday, I had a helper. Henry went around with me and we delivered Easter baskets to the families in our church and left them on everyone's doorstep. And they had candy, coloring books, a craft that they could do, and a note from our church telling them how much we love them and that we can't wait to celebrate with them in person.
Yeah, because we couldn't do the Easter egg hunt on the lawn.
Yeah.
So we did Easter egg hunts in everybody's home. And that was so cool. And then the children had a Zoom class with Anna on Sunday morning at 9:30.
Yeah, that was a blast, being able to have children's church and see the kids, and they all held up their Easter baskets.
Use your other hands.
Yeah, they held up their Easter basket. Okay, we're filming on my laptop and it flips us, and so what I think is the right side is not the right side.
We'll figure it out in 10 years. Yeah. But it was a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful Holy Week. Yeah. And it was an honor to be a part of it with you together in God's own special way. Yeah. What we're going to do today for our devotional is we're going to each offer some observations that we've had on what it means to be apart and yet together during this coronavirus time, during this time of pandemic, and some observations of the silver linings that we have seen in this cloud that's hovering over all of us and moving through the land and the world. And so here are some observations from your pastoral team about silver linings. Here we go. Anna, you're up first.
I would say the first one for me is how I've seen the church reach out and connect with one another, whether it's through phone calls, Zoom meetings, Facebook Live, emails. I mean, you all have been wonderful at reaching out, not only affirming one another, but reaching out and seeing how we're doing as a pastoral team, which is so incredibly sweet and meaningful to us. And then times when I've called people, just having them say, oh yeah, and I've been calling this person and this person from the church, that we are all looking out for each other and carrying each other during this time has been beautiful to me. We've really been the church, and I'm so proud of all of us, and I'm filled with so much gratitude and love for our church.
Another silver lining is the concern and action that we have witnessed and participated in addressing food insecurity in Decatur and DeKalb County. So I've been active and a part of and representing alongside our outreach ministry the fact that we have 60 to 90 homeless men and women and children who are living and sleeping in downtown Decatur and in the area. And so by working with social service agencies and about 5 different churches in our community, they are being fed 2 meals a day in sack lunches in front of the Decatur Public Library. So that is happening, as well as Decatur Emergency Assistance Ministry has been providing food and utility support for families that are low income, who have suddenly found themselves unemployed, underemployed, furloughed, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. Now, one of the observations that I've had is that First Christian Church of Decatur was the founding congregation of Decatur Cooperative Ministry back in 1968. And at that time, it was founded by our church and a number of other local churches. Today, in 2020, the addressing of food insecurity is being, the point is being taken by secular agencies that are not religious, working with religious churches and mosques and temples. And by that, one of the silver linings is that we are reaching far more people, that there are thousands more people who are both secular and religious are now working together to address a real need in our community. So if you would like to contribute towards this cause, we can make it happen. Our church is very actively supporting Decatur Emergency Assistance Ministry. I've had 2 calls today from people who have received their federal check or deposit of $1,200, and they're saying, I've got food in my shelf. I'm okay. Pastor, who needs this money in our community? Who is hungry? How can I take care of this? And they're sending their money to Deem or to the church, and we're going to get it to Deem. So, I'm very moved. That's a powerful silver lining in this time.
I think another one for me is seeing how much our church and community mean to all of us. I think we talk about that sometimes, but when we're all together, we can sometimes forget about that or take it for granted.
Take it for granted. Yep.
This Saturday, John Walkley made a post about our church, and he tagged our church in it, and I'm going to give you some of the highlights, and if you want the full post, we can share it. But he said that while he's stuck at home, he misses his other home, First Christian Church of Decatur. And he said it is the only church that he's been to where everyone, elderly, young families, singles, gay, straight, trans, rich, homeless, and every color of the rainbow are happily communing together. It is a slice of our entire community, and therefore, I believe, looks most like how I envision heaven. And he talks about that people are real at our church. You don't have to be anyone you're not. If you want to wear a suit, that's fine. If you want to come in jeans and a t-shirt, that's okay too. That we love people. Mm-hmm. And I think that was such a beautiful reminder to me. And I think not only that post, but others and in our Facebook comments have been writing how much our church means to them and how much they miss this community, but are grateful for our online presence. And that's been a silver lining for me.
Thank you, John, for your comment.
Yes.
Thank you. It hit home in this household and in your pastoral team. Thank you.
And we miss you too.
Yes. Yes. Another silver lining is that we, as a hospitable and thriving to be open and inclusive and practice Christ's radical hospitality church, have been preaching and proclaiming this love not only every Sunday, but now it's being broadcast. Get this hand up here. Now it's being broadcast to a wider audience. And so our Easter Sunday service was reached by over 1,100 folks. One observation is that our message of love and inclusivity and radical joy and love and hospitality in Christ is not only reaching a wider audience, but this is a message that has not been broadcast as widely as it should be. A brand of Christianity has been promoted for many years, which is not inclusive and has, let's be honest, has dominated the airwaves. And words like evangelical, words like gospel have been turned to mean things that they don't mean for me. And now, by being evangelical and gospel people, we're redefining, we're reclaiming these good words and saying God's love is for all people. That is the evangelical message. And that God's love is grounded in the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that is a good message. And that God's love is for you and yours. And like John Walkley said, you don't have to wear a suit. You don't have to wear shorts. You can wear whatever you need to wear and be whoever you be. and you will be loved and received. So the silver lining here is that we are connecting with a greater audience. This message. Thank you. And we want to hear what you think and how you feel and what your theology is and what your thoughts are. We care about you. And I think that's a part of being hospitable, is listening to each other rather than preaching at or telling you this is the way it is. Our congregation receives questions and doubts and wonderings and ideas and insights, whether it's science related or faith related. Your ideas and your insights are relevant, and we care. So let's keep sharing that good news and let it reach a broader and broader audience. Thank you.
Let's see who's online with us.
Yes, we want to do some shout outs.
Julie Fleming says, hi, Anna and James, hey. Checking in from snowy Cheyenne.
Snowy Cheyenne. Oh, wow. My God.
Ruth says, hi, everybody.
Hey, Ruth.
Barbara Powell says,
Betty
hi.
Brewer Calvert. I know her. Alan. Hey, Alan.
Nita Carson.
Who could John Jacob be? That's a lot.
Hey, John Jacob. Hi, Henry.
Henry, I see you. Juanita, hey, Nita, how you doing? You are so beautiful, too. Thank you. We love you guys.
Yes,
we love you.
Do.
And for folks who'll be checking in later and watching this, the 400 or 500 folks who are going to be seeing this later tonight, we care about you, and you matter to us.
Lily Lindbeck just says, hi, James and Anna. Good to be with
Lily.
You. Hi, Lily.
Hey, keep dancing.
Yeah. Well, now we're going to have a time where we share our joys and concerns. If you have any, please comment those now. And I know we want to keep remembering anyone and everyone who's been impacted by this virus.
We are aware, we're not going to say any names, but we are aware of people in our congregation and in our community who have been deeply impacted by the coronavirus on a very personal level. And you and yours are in our prayers and in our thoughts. We ask for God's healing, mercy, and grace to be with you. And you are not alone, and may God's love and mercy and comfort be with you and yours.
Amen.
Yes.
At least 2 classmates of Bright who have contracted the virus, and one who's beaten it, and one who still has it and has gone home.
Okay, so Anna's going to share Psalm 139.
Yes. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from far away. You search out my path and my lying down. You are acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, O Lord, you know it completely. You hem me in, behind and before, and lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is so high that I cannot attain it. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and settle at the farthest limits of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, and the light around me become night, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as bright as the day, for darkness is as light to you. For it was you who formed my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. I know that very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes beheld my unformed substance. In your book were written all the days that were formed for me, when none of them as yet existed. How weighty to me are your thoughts, O God! How vast is the sum of them! I try to count them. They are more than the grains of sand. When I come to the end, I am still with you. Oh, that you would kill the wicked, O God, and that the bloodthirsty would depart from me. Those who speak of you maliciously and lift themselves up against you for evil. Do I not hate those who hate you, O Lord? And do I not loathe those who rise up against you? Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my thoughts. See if there is any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Amen.
Amen. Mm. Mm.
Wherever we are.
Whither art thou? Thou art God, and we are there, and you are there. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to take a few minutes and do some shout outs and joys and concerns and any announcements. So, Anna, do you have any announcements that you want to share at this time?
So, at 9:30 on Sunday morning, we'll be doing another Children's Church Zoom call. And so if you'd like to be a part of that and I haven't sent the information to you, please leave a comment and I will make sure you get that link. So your child can be a part of that. And I'm super excited about it. We had a lot of fun last week and I think we will this week too.
Our theme for next Sunday worship on Sunday morning at 10:30 is God's resurrection and our gratitude. And the scripture is Luke 17, verses 11 through 19. Luke 17, 11 through 19. And it's the tale of the 10 lepers and the one who returned to God and gave thanks. We also have an announcement that our outreach ministry is contemplating a Zoom conference call for a meeting. So be on the lookout for that. And if you're on the outreach ministry or you want to be a part of that, let us know. More the merrier as far as I'm concerned. So let's get down. And if you've got any kind of technological challenges with being on Zoom, please let us know because I have some ideas on how folks can participate in that. Food pantry is going up. The post is in front of the church, and I believe the food pantry itself is going to be installed later this week. And there are some instructions going out on our e-news and notes that, thank you, Rebecca Shaw, is getting out. But just to hit the highlights, twice a week, William Garner or myself will be at the church for an hour to collect any goods that you want to place in the food pantry. We do ask that you not put the food directly in the food pantry, but that you bring it into the church. We will have some sterilizing wipes and we will clean it down and then also just put out what's needed and not put everything out at the same time. So we're looking for flip top food cans, water bottles, 6 ounces or 12 ounces, as well as hand sanitizers. If you've got extra face masks, our brothers and sisters who are walking the streets are in need of some face masks as well. Let's be cognizant of those who don't have, for we are so richly blessed. And I want to be remembering those who are in need in our community. The question is never, who is my neighbor? But what does my neighbor need? Yeah.
I don't think I have any other announcements, but we'll see you on Sunday. And we love you all and miss you, and thank you for checking in with us and being with us.
Yes, we miss you. We love you. Thanks for coming to 601 Wednesday. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.